Hi guys, in today's video we're going to look at the enthalpy change of solution, the enthalpy change of hydration, calculations we can do, and finally an exam style question.
So the first term we're going to look at is one you should already be familiar with. It's the enthalpy change of solution. You'll recognise this symbol here that's used to represent it. And the definition of it is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a solute is completely dissolved in water under standard conditions. And you'll recognise this equation as a representation of the enthalpy change of solution. You can see we have our sodium chloride here, which should actually be in solid form. It's then dissolving in water to form its ions in an aqueous state. Now there are 3 steps, if you like, in dissolving an ionic compound. The first is the breaking down of the ionic lattice. The second and third are sort of joined up. They're the hydrating of the positive and negative ions. Now these steps themselves can be thought of as enthalpy changes. The breaking of the ionic lattice can be thought of as the lattice dissociation enthalpy, and you will have heard of that term when we talked about lattice energy or lattice enthalpies in our video on enthalpy terms. The hydrating of our ions is the hydration enthalpy, and we're going to have a look at both of these terms and the factors that affect them now. So let's look at the enthalpy change of hydration. This is the symbol used to represent it here, and you'll see the little hyd to signify its hydration we're looking at. Well, this is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of gaseous ions dissolves in water to form an infinitely dilute solution. If you like, you can imagine it like the ions are becoming surrounded by the water molecules, as you can see here. The positive ions will be attracted to the slightly negative oxygen, whereas the negative ions are attracted to the slightly positive hydrogen on the water molecules. The enthalpy of hydration will be a negative value as energy is given out, and you can see the equations used to represent them here. We have our gaseous sodium ions being dissolved to form aqueous sodium ions, and the same with our chloride ions. So let's have a look at the factors that affect the enthalpy change of hydration. The first is the size of the ions. Ions with a smaller radii have a stronger attraction for the water molecules, and that's because they can get in closer to the water molecules.
Hey guys, to continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise and exam board specific A-level chemistry videos, click the button. Join me today and together let's make A-level chemistry a walk in the park.